Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the Cheese 2009 channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys I'm going to be showing you guys 4 different ways to hide lights in your builds. So yeah, let's get into it. Now guys, the first one is something that a lot of you guys probably know and probably use, but for the ones that don't, basically you can hide, if you create a hole, you can hide torches or stuff like glowstone torches, any of those stuff under carpets, and they will emit light. So if you have a house, I'm just stealing this villager's house just because it's a good demonstration. I'm too lazy to build a house. Basically, you could have, if you have a carpet in your house, you can just break a hole in the floor every so often, place a torch or glowstone or something like that under it, and then place the carpet back, and you'll have the lights. And that was number 1. Hey guys, now let's move on to number 2. And number 2 is one that I've never really seen anybody use, like, ever. I use this a lot in my builds, but I never really see anybody else use it, to be honest, because it's one that's like it's not very common. But basically, and all of these work in survival, and all of these of course do actually work. If I just push, I can simulate that it's night. But basically, you'll have your torch or your block that emits light, and then a transparent block. So whether it be a slab, a stair, anything like that. But I'd recommend a slab, because I mean, you can fit it in your floor, and it's very likely that one of these will either match very well with your floor or is your floor. So basically, we can say in here. So say and one of the best parts is that it doesn't actually. You can still place stuff on top of it perfectly fine. So basically, what you want to do this one, you want to break 2 blocks. You want to break a 2-block deep hole. You want to place your light source at the bottom and place a slab at the top. Now, since the slab is transparent, you can of course do it either top or bottom slab, and this works the opposite way around. You can also do it underneath. But since the slab is transparent, the light will go through. Another way to do this, if you don't wanna, like, that's actually pretty bad. Let's see, is there a spot that I can use? I will just say that we use it in, you know what, this will just work, I guess. Basically though, if you want to, you can also put it behind, if you have the space, and that will emit a little more light, because of course it's not like directly beneath. But I'm going to do really quick set time of day, and yeah, so let's move on to number 3. Oh, I broke a building. Hello guys, and number 3, this is for our second to last one. For number 3, this one's one that you've probably also one that you've probably seen. and it runs on on pretty much the exact same premise as this other one, as the one that I just as number 2. And basically, this works better outside. So basically, you dig once again a 2-block deep hole. You place your light source at the bottom, and you place some leaves on top. And of course, on your around your base, you probably have bushes, I guess, or something like that. So you'll see if that might actually be too thick. I don't know. But if we set it to midnight, you'll see that the bush is emitting light. Not that much light. If it's just that, it doesn't emit it doesn't emit as much light as just placing it on a torch. But of course, you can just have a nice looking little bush, and you can actually hide your light source under it, or even inside it if you want. So, with that, let's move on to number 4, the fourth and final one. Okay, everybody, and now for the 4th and final one. Now this works the best inside, and as you can see here, you need a light source that's full block, or preferably, I mean, you can do it with like a torch, but it will just work a little nicer and be a little easier to pull off with full block. And basically, I mean, this isn't the best example. Real quick, I'm just going to change this house up a little bit to make this work a little better. Basically, you'd have a glowstone in your wall or any other light source. You just place a painting over it. I'd recommend limiting the painting to really only where the light is. So if it's only 1 block, I would recommend only getting a 1 block painting. I'm going to assume that you guys know how to do that, because I know you're not dumb. Basically, yeah, so that is our 4th and final one. So as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. I really appreciate it. And if you do subscribe, and if you tell me in the comments, I will shout you out in a later video. So that's nice. So yeah, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye!